Good morning, students. This is Aisha, and let us continue with today's topic of learning, that is balancing of chemical equations. In my last video, I taught you how to balance a chemical equation. So it's nothing but following the law of conservation of mass. That is, mass is neither created nor destroyed during a chemical reaction. So we need to just make the number of atoms on the left hand side equal to the number of atoms on the right hand side of each element. So yesterday I gave you a set of chemical equations to balance. Hope you have seen that and hope you tried balancing them. So here is how you can balance the first equation from that set, that is nitric acid plus calcium hydroxide gives rise to calcium nitrate and water. Let us start with the first step, which is writing down the molecular formulae of all these reactants and products. Let us write down the molecular formula of nitric acid. Chemical formula of nitric acid is HNO3 plus calcium hydroxide. What is the formula of calcium hydroxide? CaOH twice gives rise to calcium nitrate. Calcium nitrate, what is the formula? CaNO3 twice plus water. What is the next step now? The next step is to write down the different elements, LHS and RHS, number of atoms on LHS and RHS. First write down the various elements which are there in the equation. We have hydrogen here, we have nitrogen, we have oxygen, and we have calcium. So there are 4 different elements that are there in this reaction, that are taking part in a chemical reaction. Now let us see how many atoms do we have of hydrogen on LHS. This is LHS and this is RHS. Now hydrogens, how many hydrogens do you see here? How many hydrogens? Is it 1? No, it's not 1. Here also we have hydrogens. Here we have got 1 hydrogen and here we have got, so the subscript is 2. That means we have 2 atoms of hydrogen here. 1 plus 2, it is 3 hydrogens on the LHS. RHS, we have altogether 2 atoms of hydrogen. Now nitrogen, coming to nitrogen, here we have got only 1 nitrogen atom in the LHS, and here the subscript 2 indicates that there are 2 atoms of nitrogen here. Coming to oxygen, we have 3 atoms of oxygen plus, how many do we have here? Yes, it's 2. So 3 plus 2, altogether we have 5 atoms of oxygen on the LHS, and we have here 3 into 2, that is 6 atoms plus 1, that is 7 atoms of oxygen here. Now calcium, coming to calcium, we have got 1 calcium, we have got 1 calcium atom here, and we have got another calcium atom in the right hand side. There is a trick to balance a chemical reaction. Always start with a metal. Always start with a metal. It can be calcium, magnesium, aluminium, whatever, sodium. So first start balancing the metals, then the non-metals, then oxygen and hydrogen. After every step you need to recheck the metals and the other things. First you will be balancing the metals, then you will be balancing the non-metals. Once you balance the non-metals, you have to again check the number of metals. After that you need to go to oxygen, balance oxygen, again you need to check from metals. Again you have to balance hydrogen, and then you go for a final check. Let us start with the metal first. And which one is the metal among these? Yes, calcium is the metal, but it's already balanced. Now let us go to the non-metal, nitrogen. Other than oxygen and hydrogen, the non-metal here is nitrogen. So in order to balance the nitrogen, what we need to do? You have to increase the number over here. So I'll be putting a 2 here. You remember that you cannot change the subscripts, but you can change the coefficient. Now, nitrogen, it became 2 now. But it's not just nitrogen which is present here. We have a complete molecule of HNO3. So we've got HNO also changed here. Now H became 2. So let us change this. So 2 plus 2, which is 4. So hydrogen, number of hydrogen atoms became 4 now. And what about the oxygen now? 3 into 2, 6 plus 2. How many oxygens you've got now? Can you see there? 3 into 2, 6 plus 2, 8. Oxygens have become 8 now. Now let us see. Nitrogen is balanced. Calcium is balanced. Now what needs to be balanced now? Now we have balanced metal, we have balanced non-metal, and now we need to balance oxygen. Let us see here. RHS, LHS, we have 8 atoms of oxygen, and in RHS we have got 7 atoms of oxygen. So let us change oxygen over here. Let us keep 2 here. Let us keep 2 here. Now what happens now? How many oxygen atoms are here now? 3 2s is 6 plus 2, that is 8 oxygen. So we have balanced oxygen here, and then there's hydrogen also which needs to be changed. 2 into 2, 4 atoms of hydrogen. Did you see? Hydrogens got balanced automatically. Now can you see? The number of atoms of hydrogen are balanced. Nitrogen balanced, oxygen balanced, and calcium also balanced. So the final equation turns out to be 2HNO3 plus CaOH twice gives rise to CaNO3 twice plus 2H2O. Did you understand, children? So likewise, please try the other equations and send me the answers in my personal number. Okay, I'll be giving the key for these in a while. Thank you.